Hi everyone, so you saw me in a few of the videos during the Pro Power Hour, but today you can get to know me and know a few things that I wish I knew when I was a younger tennis player myself. So one thing I didn't do when I was younger is definitely focus on things that I could control. So a lot of times my mind would just go toward things that I had no control over, like the sun being in my eyes, or it was too windy, or I wasn't on the same court as some of the friends I wanted to be with. So all those things, you really have no control over. So if I could go back, I would really, put all my focus and energy on things I could control, like giving it my all every time I stepped on the court during a practice or during a match, and also focusing on improving as a tennis player every time I stepped on a court. One way I would have practiced differently is definitely to just enjoy practices more. A lot of time I think I saw practices as an obligation or part of the process if I wanted to play a tournament. So I wish I would have seen practices more as preparation, to feel more confident and be a better tennis player every time I went out and played a match during a tournament. Now that I'm older, I can reflect back on when I played matches or played tournaments and realize that I was way too hard on myself. I think, I felt like every time I stepped on a court, I needed to be perfect and not miss any shot and just hit winners left and right. And now, like I said, that I'm older, I realized that it wasn't realistic. So if I could go back, I would just tell myself, just go out there, have some fun, give it your all, and just be sure that when you step out of that court, you can say that you did everything you could to have a good match, and don't put too much pressure on yourself. One thing that I would like to tell all the younger tennis players is to obviously, control what you can control, but also during practices, really focus on those small victories. So I know a lot of times we focus on those big match wins, but I feel like I didn't spend enough time reflecting on all those amazing victories I had during practice. Whether it was, finally getting that new serve that my coach had been teaching me. So all those little small victories, I really wish, I took more time to really appreciate those. I think one tennis advice that I would give would be to really appreciate the people that tennis is bringing into your life. So I'm thinking, your friends that you're making either at practice or when you're playing tournaments, really take some time to really appreciate all the friends you're making because of the sport that you love. I think, when I think back on my junior career, a lot of times, yes, I'll think of when I won, some great third set and I came back in the match, but really what pops into my head first is really all the great friends that I made because I played tennis. And then secondly, it would really be to respect and appreciate all the great coaches that tennis is bringing on your path. Just because I think when we're younger, we don't realize, but everything they're teaching us on the court, a lot of time can expand beyond the court and into life. So, just really take some time to appreciate, your friends and your coaches that you have because of the sport that you love.